Alright, so today we're going to be doing stuff with ratios and proportions, getting into similar triangles, things like that. Ratios A to B, you can write it A colon B or A over B, lots of things like that. We're going to do an example problem here. The sides of a rectangle have a ratio of 3 to 5. The rectangle has a perimeter of 120. Let's find its dimensions. Well, but the first thing we need to do is, let's draw a rectangle. Now does that mean, if it says it has a ratio of 3 to 5, this side's 3 and this side's 5? Is that what it means? Mr. Wilson? No, of course not. No, it's not 3 and 5. It's 3 times something, right? And 5 times something. Because a ratio is always reduced. So we're going to say 3x and 5x. Now if we have to find the perimeter, how do we find the perimeter, Ms. Square?
Add up all the sides.
Okay. So we're going to take 3x plus 5x. What else? What then?
5x and then 3x.
Yeah. 5x and 3x. So the sides have a ratio of 3 to 5. So to find the perimeter, 3x plus 5x plus 3x plus 5x. And what is the perimeter? Sir?
16.
No, the perimeter is not 16. The rectangle has a perimeter of 120. All right, so with your teams, I will give you 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Figure out what x is right now. Go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Let's see, what did you get?
Haven't figured it out.
Haven't figured it out?
Can I use my calculator?
Yes, of course you can use your calculators. The answer is going to be 7.5. The answer is going to be 7.5. But that's not what we're looking for, is it? It says find the dimensions. So go find the dimensions. Where are the dimensions, man?
37 for the long ones, and then 22.5 for.
Yes. So we know it's going to be 3x to 5x. So we just have to plug in the 7.5. 3 times 7.5 is 22.5. And 5 times 7.5 is 37.5. Now, that's for your basic ratios. What if it's an extended ratio? Because sometimes you may have extended ratios. You may have, so maybe like with lunches. Maybe this is the people who bring their own lunch, the people who eat the school lunch, and the people who eat the Area 30 lunch. Okay? That you might have an extended ratio. Okay? Or people who like chocolate, don't like chocolate, whatever. Indifferent. Okay? So, sometimes you might have an extended ratio. Same thing here though. The angles of a triangle have a ratio of 2 to 3 to 7. Find each angle. Find each angle. Well, what do you think the first thing we should do is? Let's draw a triangle, of course. Let's draw a triangle. Draw a triangle. And what should we be putting in that triangle? Start.
Line
Or
7.
on the sides.
Well, the angles. So how much is each angle going to be? Well, up here, we said sides were 3x and 5x. How did we get that?
By the ratio.
the ratio, 3 to 5, right? So what should we be putting for the angles? It says the angles have a ratio of 2 to 3 to 7. Close.
2x,
2x, 3x, and 7x. Great. Go ahead and find x. Solve with your teammates. I will give you 20 seconds. You may use calculators. Go. You may not write on my desks. My desks.
Today? Today? Can you read?
How many degrees are in a triangle? 180. What does x equal? 15, correct. But that's not the answer to the question. What did the question ask? Find each angle. So, let's find each angle. Let's plug it in. This angle is going to be 2x is how much? 30. 3x is how much? 7x is how much? 105. Great. Solving proportions. All you have to do on these, a proportion, by the way, is just two ratios right next to each other. Two ratios. All you have to do is cross multiply. Now, some of you might have known this as the fishy. How many of you learned that as the fishy? Okay, at least one person. Why do we cross multiply though? Well, yes, it is easy. So mathematically, what's the reason for cross multiplying? X over 2 equals 8 over 4. Do we like having fractions on here? No, we don't. So how do we get rid of this 4 over here? We're multiplying both sides by 4, right? So that would give us 4x over 2 is equal to 8. So those cancel out, right? How do we get rid of the 2 over on this side? Multiply both sides by 2. Those cancel out. 4x is equal to 8 times 2. 4x is equal to 8 times 2. It's really just getting rid of the, just clearing the denominators out. That's why we do it. The question though is, can we set up ratios different ways and get the same answer? Can we set ratios up the same way and get the same answer? For example, right here, which of these don't belong? Which of these don't belong? Here's the original. A over 2 is equal to B over 3. Look through these 5. Which of these don't belong? Give you 20 seconds to discuss it with your team. Go. My turn. First one, yay or nay. All in favor say yay.
Yeah.
All opposed say nay. Yay, that one works. Why does that one work? Yeah, if you cross multiply, this is 3a and this is 2b. 3a is equal to 2b. Does this one give you the same thing? Yes. What do we do to it? We flipped this side, didn't we? But we also flipped the other side. That's fine. The second one, yay or nay. All of those in favor say yay. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
All those opposed say nay. 1, 2, 3. You are correct. 3a is equal to 2b. The next one, all those in favor say yay. All those opposed say nay. Nay, you are correct. Because 2a does not equal 3b. So we have it there. You just want to put this in the Yes. Next one, all those in favor say yay. All those opposed say nay. 1, 2. All those in favor say yay. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Nope, you're correct. That one doesn't work. The bottom one. All those in favor say yay. All those opposed say nay. You were correct. Yeah, you can write them differently and still get the exact same answer. Alright, you can write them differently and still get the exact same answer. Alright, now, using these in real life. Dead serious? My wife and I did this summer. We're calculating the cost to drive from Greencastle down to Florida. We actually did it with her car. So we're going to do it right now. We're going to estimate the cost of gas to drive from Greencastle to Nassau in Florida. My car gets 36 miles per gallon. Gas is about $3.30 per gallon. Distance from here to Nassau, Florida is 1,050 miles. Find the cost of gas for the trip there. Set up a proportion with your team right now. Talk about it. I'll give you 40 seconds to set it up. Go. My turn. Mr. Rector, what'd you come up with?
I have
No clue. What'd you come up with, Ms. Kessler?
we said 36 over 1,050.
36 miles per gallon over 1,050 miles. Okay.
And then it's equal to 330. And then over that.
You sure are awesome. Long as it's high five. Yes. Here's how you can tell. Here's how you can always tell if you set it up right. The units must have something in common going side to side, and they must have something in common going up and down. If the units have something in common going side to side and something common going up and down, you did it correctly. What do these two have in common going up and down?
They're miles.
Yeah, miles per gallon and just miles, right? What do these two have in common? Cost, right? Dollars. What do these two have in common going side to side? It's always a per gallon. What do these two have in common? Doesn't look like anything, but it's the total miles and the total cost. Total miles and the total dollars. So, what if Mr. Kuhne set it up this way? $3.30 per gallon over 36 miles per gallon. And then X dollars over 1,050 miles. 10 seconds to discuss with their teammates. Would that be a valid setup? Talk about the teammates. Go.
Alright. You're so good, Tyler. You're the cheapest guy.
3, 2, 1. You start. What do you think?
Yes.
Why?
Because 330 and 36 both have them per gallon in it.
Per gallons. Good.
The 330 and the X have the dollars.
Okay. Both have dollars going this way.
And then the 36 and the 1,050 both have the miles. And the
Correct.
X and then 1,050 both have the total.
Yep. This is total. And this is total. You are correct. All right. So we got it set up correctly. Solve it now. How much is it going to cost? How much is it going to cost me to drive down to Nassau in Florida? I don't want to hang out and be your teacher anymore. I want to go into space as an astronaut. So how much is it going to cost me to get down there? Use your calculator, figure it out, go.
That's really
So, how much is it going to cost me?
$96.
$96.25. Pretty cheap, right? Now that's just getting there though. What if I gotta come back? Multiply that by 2, yeah. Now, my car though gets really great gas mileage, right? If it were 20, it'd be a little bit different story, wouldn't it? Go back to whatever this was, 3,465, divide that by 20. Let's say you got an old car or a really, really, really good truck.
My mom's van had 20 miles gallon.
Okay. How much is it going to cost now? 170, 173 just to get there. Yeah, $346. Yeah, not so great anymore, is it? Not so great.
Is it worth it to go to space?
Yes.
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 Is the town that
All right.
called NASA?
So,
The space station is important.
I know, but I didn't know if like the town is NASA.
no.
Okay.
All right, so this is just a review of ratios, extended ratios, solving proportions. Your homework is section 7.1, numbers 1 through 9. Numbers 1 through 9, you can probably get that done in class. And you have to start it in class. You have about 15 minutes. Go ahead and begin.